Guys, I have been up since 5 a.m. this morning. You're like, why? Because I had a freaking appointment to get my hair braided this morning at 7 a.m. And then I'm making breakfast around 5:30 a.m. I get a freaking text from my stylist assistant saying that such and such has a migraine. She's going to have to reschedule you. So I just got my hair in my little airman bun. Okay, that's what I wear for work. To be in the military. So I had to reschedule my freaking braid appointment. I'm so mad. But the good side is, since I'm not over there in Portales getting my hair braided, I was able to catch game one of the semifinals and unfortunately watch New York Liberty crush my Las Vegas Aces. Allow me, please, to give you the play-by-play for each quarter, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on this evening's game because it was ridiculous. But listen, the first quarter kicks off. Jonquel Jones, she gets the first bucket of the night, and of course it's a three. Then Kelsey Plum scores a three. Stewart scores again. Asia scores, Jonquel scores, Gray scores, Sabrina makes a three. Young scores, Sabrina scores, Gray scores, Five-ish makes a three. Sabrina scores, Stewart makes a three. Clark makes 2 of 2, Alicia Clark that is, not to be confused with Caitlin Clark. Stewart scores, Clark makes yet another three. Plum makes a three. Stewart scores, Asia scores, Liberty makes 2 of 2, and the first quarter ends with Liberty having 28 points and the Aces 21 points. The second quarter begins. Asia scores, Sabali makes 2 of 2, Jonquel makes 2 of 2. All these damn free throws, the New York Liberty, I'm so sick of it. Plum scores, Young makes a 3, Clark scores, Stewart makes 1 of 1. Young scores, Young makes 1 of 1. Jonquel scores, Plum makes yet 1 of 1. Stewart scores, Sabrina scores, Jonquel scores, Sloot makes 1 of 2. Stewart makes 2 of 2. Asia scores, Stewart scores, Asia makes 2 of 2. And the second quarter ends with Liberty having 48 points to the Aces 38 points. The third quarter begins, and Phoebus, she makes a 3. Benijah makes 2 of 2. Plum scores. Jonquel makes 2 of 2. Plum scores. Benijah scores. Plum scores. Stewart makes 2 of 2. Stewart makes a 3. Plum makes a 3. And then Plum makes yet again another 3. Asia scores. Young scores. Clark scores. Sloot scores. Asia scores. Stewart makes 2 of 2. Sabrina scores. Stewart makes 1 of 2. Hayes makes 2 of 2. Young makes 2 of 2. Sabrina scores. The third quarter ends Liberty having 71 points to the Aces 62 points. This is when I just gave up hope. The fourth quarter kicks off. Sabrina scores. Then Young makes a 3. Thornton scores. Young scores. Sabrina makes yet another 3. Asia makes 1 of 2. Sabrina makes a 3. Plum makes 1 of 2. Sabrina scores. Asia scores. Asia scores again. Plum scores. Stewart scores. Asia scores. Stewart scores the last point of the game. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. My Aces lost at 10 points. They had 77 points, and the New York Liberty's 87 points. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Stewart, okay, aka Stewie, she got her revenge tonight, okay? They said that she was playing with a chip on her shoulder, okay? Like she had something to prove. Because again, guys, last year, the Aces were back-to-back champions. The champions, okay, aka the Aces, they whooped the New York Liberty last year in the semifinals and finals. And they said, accordingly, Holly, one of the commentators, stated that during the Las Vegas Aces parade last year when they were celebrating being the champions, they said that Stewart, Brianna Stewart felt some type of way. She felt disrespected because people were having like certain signs that said things. They were like making fun of her shooting, the way she was performing last year. Because again, they said last year, in comparison, to Asia Wilson had an incredible career last year in basketball. Where Brianna Stewart, she was kind of cold. Okay, she wasn't performing her best, and they were, joking and clowning her during the parade. And Brianna Stewart said, "Okay, I got something for y'all. It's time for me to get. She gonna be looking for revenge." And that's exactly what Brianna Stewart did in this evening, the Sunday evening's game. Honestly, the freaking New York Liberty, they turned the Las Vegas Aces into the Las Vegas Jokers. They made them look like some jokes. It was, I think, at the least point deficit in this game was 3 points. I don't remember the Aces even taking the lead, even for a second, okay? When they were doing good, they were down bad by at least 3 points. Not good at all. And another thing, they were leading on Kelsey Plum to score. Whereas the New York Liberty, on the other hand, everybody's a big dog, okay? Of course, Kelsey Plum, she's a plum dog, okay? She's a big dog too. But the problem is, New York Liberty, everybody's a threat. Everybody's shooting threes. Everybody is good defensively. Everybody's good offensively, okay? But see, the Las Vegas Aces, at least in this game, their bench doesn't have the depth that New York Liberty's bench has, okay? You can throw a rock and just blindfold yourself, throw a rock at the bench at New York Liberty, pick some random player. She's good on offensive and defensive end. Kia Stokes of the Aces, I'm sorry, but she is a liability, okay? She has proven herself time and time again to not be a reliable scorer, a reliable defender, or a rebounder. It was so many times like this entire team, Las Vegas. Why isn't anybody getting any rebounds? It makes no sense to me. Like, what is really going on with this team? I'm like, okay, and that's another thing. It's never a good idea to lean on only one scorer. Why were we leaning and relying only pretty much on Kelsey? Kelsey Plum was the only one that was driving to the basket. They literally, at some point in the game, like after the second quarter, everybody, even Asia Wilson, is just giving the ball to Kelsey. They stopped looking at Jacqueline, aka Jackie Young. They quit giving her the ball, quit giving her looks. They said, just give it to Plum Dog. Yes, Kelsey was cooking up here and there, but again, like she's not. It's never a good idea, guys. Now, whereas the New York Liberty, you can get the ball to Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, Kayla Thornton, Benijah Laney Hamilton, Phoebish, something named Vandersloot. Even though like she wasn't that good, but still, like she was more of a reliable scorer than hell half the bench at the Las Vegas Aces got. Again, guys, like we got smoked again, like 10 points. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's not as good as it could have been, okay? This is just unacceptable. Again, like I understand they had home court advantage and the crowd attention. At one point in this game, Kelsey Plum got into a Spike Lee. They was kind of going back and forth. I'm like, what in the world is going on? This game has gotten a little bit too spicy. Not Mr. Do the Right Thing getting into it with freaking Plum Dog. Honestly, also during this game, it seems like right here they got Asia Wilson. Her mind, her mental, they tapped into that. It seemed like she just was not herself mentally. Like something was off. It's like she was losing confidence. I hate it when I see her head. Like she just drops her head down. She allows her shoulders to relax. And she's like when she misses shots or her teammate misses a shot. And she just looks so disappointed. Like a mom, just like in the grocery store with a 2-year-old toddler. The toddler is screaming they want fruit roll-ups, they want gushers. And she just hangs her head like, I don't know what to do. Discipline them, Asia. You are the leader and not only just the leader of this team, you are the face of this franchise. You need to demand more from them, but also demand more from yourself. Because again, like she was missing shots or just refusing to take shots. And it's like you gotta have that confidence, guys. In order for y'all to three-peat, if y'all really want to be the champions times 3, break history, make history in the WNBA, y'all have got to get some scores up. And you can't just rely on one person. Again, Jonquel Jones, she blocked Asia's shot in the fourth quarter. It was so sad. I just saw her head drop. I was like, no, Asia, just keep your head up, fix your crown and slipping off. Listen. But then what, to even it out, she did. Asia came back quick with a clap back. She did block Brianna Stewart's shot, so it made me feel a little bit better. I was like, we already down 10 points. I was like, I already know how this is gonna play out. We're about to get crushed by the New York Liberty and Ellie. Whoa. Game 2 starts this Tuesday. I shall also be covering that. So again, guys, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please comment down below your thoughts on this game. What could have been done better to improve? And also, it was weird because I feel like Becky was not calling out timeouts. I feel like she could have kind of saved us more and say the at least somewhere in the second quarter, but definitely by the third quarter. Like, where is that whistle at, Becky? She wasn't doing enough for me. It's like she was just watching her soldiers get slaughtered, and she wouldn't even call a timeout to give them a glass of Gatorade. Just ridiculous.